Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Daisy, the hostess with the mostest, and welcome back to my channel. Guess what time it is? It's time for Daisy to take a much needed vacation. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all my preparations, what I'm packing, what gear I'm taking, because I'm heading down to Cancun, Mexico in a couple of days. And I just wanted to share with you everything that I'm doing to stay safe while traveling in the age of COVID. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get busy. So let me tell you what I'm shooting with today, guys, because I always do Sony A7S III on deck with the Sigma 14 to 24, because you guys know I love shooting wide, and I don't really use this lens that much, and it was kind of pricey, I must say, but this is their art series of lenses, and I got the 14 to 24. I also picked up the 24 to 70, but today it's the 14 to 24, and I'm shooting just in my bedroom here in the Daisy's World Studios. Nothing fancy with the lights, and I've got the Rhodes wireless on, so I have it over here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But anyway, that's what I'm shooting with. Now this is the first time that I'm going to be getting on a plane in about, I don't know, 2 years, since I think my last vacation was in 2019, right before, pre-COVID, before everything blew up. And literally, with the lockdown and everything, I haven't really ventured out except to do what I call the necessary risk, go to the bank, go get gas, go to the supermarket, stuff like that. I work from home, so I've got those bases pretty much covered. But this is my first real journey through an airport and getting on an airplane. I did take a trip a couple of weeks ago up to Bethlehem, PA. I did a video on it, so I'm going to leave a card up here so you guys can see it. My brother and my sister-in-law picked me up, spent a beautiful week up there. Hey, Bethlehem's got stuff, so check it out. But yeah, that was almost just like a tester for me. I figured, okay, I've been stuck in the house for a year and a half. Let me just do this, right? Because they're always coming down to visit me and the family down here in New York. So I said, let me go up to their neck of the woods, and I did it safely, no problems. So now here comes this Cancun trip, and I just wanted to let you guys in on how I'm preparing and what I've been doing, to stay safe while, traveling. I figured let me just share it with you, and if I can help anybody else, get over the fear of traveling, because I think now that we've all been vaccinated, I think we can start venturing out as long as we do it safely. So let's turn this camera around and let me show you the steps that I did, how I prepared for the trip, and what I'm taking, and more importantly, what gear I'm taking, because I plan on vlogging every single day. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show it all. I'm going to show you the resort, how people are staying safe over there, things to do. Trust me, there's going to be goodies involved. So let's get to it. First thing I would recommend is to do your homework. Find out what the protocols are for your airport, your airline that you're flying in, and also for the destination country or city or state or wherever you decide to go. Make sure that you're fully aware of what their protocols are, so there are no surprises. Because trust and believe, from what I've been reading, they differ from state to state, city to city, country to country, and you don't want any surprises to ruin your trip. I found out that Mexico, which is where I'll be traveling, doesn't require proof of vaccination or even a negative COVID test. Color me purple, right? Yeah, so I found that a little strange, but okay. I'm still going to carry with my vaccination card. And here in New York, there's an app called the Excelsior app. and they take all you fill it out the app, and they already know you've got your vaccine. You get this little Q code thing, and on there, it'll tell whoever needs to know that yes, you've been vaccinated, when you've got both your shots, your birthday, all your identifying info on the app. So I downloaded the app, got it on my phone. I'm also taking the card, so I'm covered. But yeah, I was kind of like flux that Mexico doesn't require it. Now I know that when I return, the United States requires a negative COVID test upon re-entering, the States. So 3 days, in between 3 days before I leave, the resort that I'm staying in will schedule me on site to have a COVID test. I'll have my results, and as long as I'm negative, I can board my flight. They'll give me all the paperwork I need, and I can get out of Mexico with no issues. But definitely do your homework. Be aware that the airport and the airlines are requiring people to wear their mask. So just like your American Express card, don't leave home without one. Wear the mask. Yes, let's just set politics aside. Make everybody comfortable and wear your mask. I mean, it's bad enough a lot of people, I'm assuming, will take them off when it's time to eat. Says I plan to not eat or drink, and I'm even considering not going to the bathroom during my flight. I think I've got that squared away. But definitely wear the mask. Don't give these people such a hard time. Wear the damn mask. Keep everybody safe around you and go and have a fun time. So the next thing would be your airline memberships. And by that I mean, like your True Blue, or I forgot what Delta's is called. American Airlines has like a membership program. A lot of us don't use the memberships, but those things carry some pretty sweet perks. And by that I mean shorter lines, first on the plane, free baggage check-in if you want to check in your bags. So definitely use some of those membership perks because they come in handy. I myself decided to go and apply for the TSA pre-check, which my children have been telling me for years to get. And I paid about $85. It's a great program. You can apply online, and then you got to go down to your neighborhood, wherever it is in your community, and they basically fingerprint you, take your picture. You have to show up with your passport and ID, but then you're all set. I got my travel number in about 3 days, which was great. And I went ahead, logged back into my JetBlue account, put my TSA pre-check number in there, and I'm ready to go. So when I go ahead and show up at the airport, I don't have to do that line, the regular TSA line. I can go right on to the TSA pre-check. I don't have to take off my shoes, belt, jewelry. I don't have to remove anything from my bag. Basically, I'm all squared away, so it's a faster line, and then I can boogie on down to the gate. So definitely look into the TSA pre-check. The global re-entry is a better program, and it's only $15 more, $100. But for some reason, when I went to do the TSA pre-check, the girl told me that New York has they're no longer giving new applications for the global reentry. She says it has to do with COVID, since it now requires you to have a negative test when you reenter the United States. She's thinking, hey, they just don't want people just to walk up in here and not present proof that you're not infected. So I couldn't do the global reentry. I will think about it later on the line, to do it. I heard there's a backlog anyway, like 4 or 5 months. So that one is a little bit more intense. You have to actually go through an interview instead of the TSA pre-check. That's just your fingerprints, your documents, and a picture. So either way, if you get into one of those programs, that assures you shorter lines. So definitely look into TSA pre-check. For peace of mind, I also went ahead and early this week took a COVID test. I was tested like 3-4 weeks ago. I think I was tested right after I came back from my trip to Pennsylvania. But couple of days ago, I said, well, let me just go ahead for, peace of mind. I went up to my doctor's office. He did the full-blown test, not the quickie one, the full-blown one. And I expect the results to be in by tomorrow. That way, I know that I'm COVID-free, absolutely. And I walk through the airport, get on a plane. I know that I'm not carrying around with this virus. And God forbid, I do get something, I can blame either the airport or the airline, or I got it at the resort. So let's keep our fingers crossed that I don't have to go there. Okay, so enough of the preparation stuff. Now let's get into the good stuff, what I'm packing and what I'm taking. But I want to show you what I'm doing as far as safety items and as well as the gear that I'm taking to bring you some superb content. Let's go. Okay, guys, so let me just show you some of the most important stuff that I think was the first thing that I pack when I'm packing for a trip, especially in the age of COVID, right? So obviously, I've been having this little travel case for years. I think I got it years ago when I first went to Paris, and it's great because it has a compartment for your passport. Woohoo! Got my passport in order, and here later on, I'll drop in my driver's license, right? So everything is ready. It's got a little compartment for my cash. And I always print out all of my itineraries, even my JetBlue reservations, my reservations to the hotel. I always keep paper stuff because sometimes computers screw up. And so I always got backup to the backups, and everything goes nicely in here. And this is like my whole life, right? As I board my plane, all my documents are nice and stored, right? In where I can easily grab it and, show paperwork and whatnot. So this is always a great idea. I don't even know how much these things cost today, but if you can grab one, it's perfect. It's like a passport wallet thing. So this always comes with me, and it's fantastic. The next thing, obviously, is everything that you need to keep yourself safe for the trip. So I have extra disposable mask. I picked these up last Christmas, guys. They come already pre-packaged. You see that? And so they're nice, sterile, and clean. I plan to chuck a few of these in my bag and be ready, to go at a moment's notice. I also got one of these 3Ms. This is the one I think I'm going to wear at the airport. And, like I said, these are good. Again, they're pre-packaged and they're safe. So, get a bunch of these, have them ready to go in your bag. Always, I pick up the Purell hand sanitizers. These are great. I get these over at Amazon, and they come like in a box of 18. And what's great about it is they clip, like with this thing, they clip right on the outside of your bag, so you have hand sanitizer, again, at a moment's notice. These are great. I give them to my kids, whenever they travel. They also make good stocking stuffers. But yeah, so these are great. I always have my hand sanitizer. I picked this up. This got a great reviews on Amazon. It's called Clean Republic, and it's like an everyday cleaner on the go. It's eco-friendly, leaves no toxic chemical residues. It's all natural, right? pH, all of this stuff. I'll leave everything down in the links below. But yeah, this I plan to spray like my chair, or my airplane seat, right? When I get on the plane, spray down the tray, all of that good stuff. So this was great. And it wasn't bad. I think I got like 3 bottles for like $12. This was pretty cool, right? And also it's the correct TSA, size, because this is going in my bag. I also picked up some of this. It's called Flygene, right? Kills 99% of germs. Alcohol sanitizing wipes. Yeah, you get 10. This was a 2-pack. So I'm giving pack number 2 to daughter number 5, who's also coming on this Cancun trip. But they're individual, right? You open this up, you take one out, you seal it back up again, and you can wipe down your seat, your tray, just an extra safety precaution. If you're going into the bathroom, wipe everything down, extra precautions. So this got great reviews. Again, I'll leave it down in the description below. It's called Flygene. And my sister-in-law hooked me up when I went up to Bethel early this summer. She hooked me up with these things. This goes right underneath the mask, right? And if you're like me and you're tired of your damn mask sticking to your nose and your face, this is great. You put it inside the mask. It's got these things like this that hook inside these little grooves of the mask, right? And your mask doesn't stick to your face and it stays just as snug as ever. I love this, especially for people that wear glasses or if you have a hard time breathing when you have your mask on. I don't know who invented this, but they probably made a fortune because this is a great idea. I bought a 10 pack when I was up at Walmart, you know, back when I was in Pennsylvania. Again, I'll leave the link down in the description so you guys can pick up some of these. These are just fantastic. So I think as far as safety goes, right, I'm pretty much prepared and all of this is going to go in my caddy camera bag. So let's swing around so you guys can see what I'm actually taking as far as gear goes. Okay guys, so this is all the gear that I plan on taking. And no, I'm not taking the heavy guns on this trip. Even though I'm filming this video today with the Sony a7S III, this girl's staying home. I mean, the lenses are just too heavy, you know, both the 14 to 24 and the 24 to 70, they're just heavy lens. I basically use those when I'm on a tripod. And I just wanted to travel light. So the EOS R is staying, both my Panasonics. I actually considered taking the G100 because it's light and I love the sound system on that. I have to review that camera for you guys. But no. I decided to go light and small for this first trip. So let's start with the camera bag, and I'm going to leave another link up here because I reviewed this camera bag years ago. This is one of my favorite bags. It's called the Caddy, and it's great. It's got tons of compartments. This piece here comes right the heck out of here. So you can use it like whenever you get to your destination and you lay out your gear, you pop this out and you can just use this as a regular bag. I love it. All the little compartments, you know, I got everything in here. So yeah, I just love this bag. It's waterproof. It's got, you know, leather straps. I just love it. So all the stuff, the mask and all of that stuff that I told you I'm going to take for safety purposes, that's all going in here, as well as the compartments for my gear. So let's start off with cameras, right? I decided to go ahead and take the Samsung NX Mini. I found this camera. This camera was reviewed by who did this? I think it was Marcus Pix. I'll leave a link down to his channel. And he's great with his, you know, he's like a billionaire that owns every gadget and camera gear on the planet. Shout out to Marcus Pix. I love his channel. And he reviewed it. I had no idea that Samsung had even made a camera back in the day. Like they were in the camera business. I know that they're in the smartphone business, but yeah, this is great. Shoots 1080. You know, it's got a flippy screen. Let me see. It's got a small little lens, right? This is their 9 to 27 kit lens, so you can see myself. Ooh, filming you. Yeah, guys, but this is a great little camera, and I figured I can take video, and this is small enough that I don't got to worry about it. It's got Wi-Fi. I can transfer stuff to like Facebook and everything like that. So yeah, this is going. All right, let me put the lens back in, the lens cap back on. But yeah, it's a terrific camera. I love it. So this is going. Right? And then a couple of weeks ago, I found a guy that travels. He actually traveled all of South America, traveled all over Mexico with the Sony FDR X3000. I had no idea this little camcorder existed, okay? I found it on I forget the name of the company that I found it on, because everybody on eBay, you know how that is where they corner the market on older cameras and then people want them and they want triple the price. I found it used I'll leave a link down in the company that I found it on. These people sell a lot of used gear, and somebody was selling this for about $250. I love the video quality. You got to see this. This thing is like scary good, okay? Shoots 4K, shoots 1080. This thing shoots 240 frames per second if you want it. Shoots 120. Absolutely fantastic. And this guy walked all over South America using this camera. As a matter of fact, when I saw his videos, I said, what the hell type of camera is this guy using? Well, lo and behold, it's this little freaking thing right here. And it's absolutely fantastic. I'll come back and review it for you guys. But watch out for my videos in Cancun because they're going to be mainly shot using this thing. But anyway, this is going. I hooked it up with a little tripod, right? So I can catch myself in the airport, taking pictures of everything. But this little camera is dope, okay? So that's going, right? It also came with the waterproof case. I guess this was Sony's version of the, of their GoPro, of the GoPro. But anyway, this thing, like I said, it was beautifully shipped to me, including a carry case, but I don't think I need the carry case, but it came with the waterproof housing. So definitely I'm going to give that a try, right, when I'm there. And then I decided to take the two smartphones. I'm taking my XZ Premium, right? And I'm also taking let me just reach over here, guys. I'm also taking the Xperia 1 Mark II, which again, I just reviewed. I'll leave a card. This is my new phone. Right now, I've got the Sony app running so I can see what I'm filming. And the Sony app actually works for both the camcorder and my Sony a7S III. Isn't this fantastic? I mean, you can check out, all the settings and everything. It's almost as good as the Canon Camera Connect app, which, I recently reviewed the EOS R, and I started, shooting off my mouth that their app was the best app for the Canon. But you know what? Now that I found this Sony app, it's fantastic. I gotta say, it's dope. So let me put that down. So I'm taking that. I'm taking the DJI Osmo. This is coming with me because, I'm going to slap this thing on, right? And basically, put my cell phone on here. And, you need a gimbal. This is small. This is lightweight. So I'm taking the Osmo with me, right, for gimbal work. I also have lights, right? And this thing I purchased like from a Chinese manufacturer. You know that site called Wish? And I wanted something that held the camera and it holds like the lights up here so you can put this anywhere. And just fantastic. It even came with a mic and a bunch of accessories. So I'm taking this because I plan on putting the Sony here with my phone facing this way so I can see what I'm recording. You guys get the gist. But yeah, I'm taking this. This is going in. And then I'm also taking, this is one of my trusty, I love this. I got this years ago from Shameless Maya. Check out her channel, she's great. And yeah, Shameless Maya, you put your camera or your camcorder or whatever camera, screw it on that, you hold it this way, keeps everything steady. This is fantastic. I don't leave home ever without this. I'm also taking my Koa. This is like a tripod, sort of like a little stand, instead of the Joby ones, which are always so big and bulky to carry. And this is great. Again, you put your camera there, you can adjust this, walk around everywhere. It's just nice. It gives you like other options. So this is going. Let me see what else is going, guys. I got my my wireless headbuds are going for the plane ride, right? So I got my little wireless headbuds are going. I picked this up the other day. It's from a company called Coco Volta, and it's a charger because my phones are USB-C, and you know how those are usually pretty hard to find. And it's pretty good. I think it was about 15 bucks, and you get a USB-C, and then you get the other regular USB chargers, and the thing just flips open like that. You put it in. I'm told that Mexico uses the same voltage, so I thought I was gonna have to pack like my European chargers, but no, this will work. So this is coming. So I have enough. Places to charge. All of this stuff that I'm taking with me, and then I'm just gonna take. Here I have my accessories. I decided to take the wireless Go with me. So you know how that comes with the Rhodes with the little accessories and the plug. Right now I'm using it, guys, but you know what the wireless Go looks like. Let me clip it off. Yeah, that thing. So that's going with me. Even though, truth be told, the audio that comes out of the Sony, the little camcorder, this thing, you don't need anything. Trust and believe, you just need this. So come back after I'm finished with my trip, because I'm going to be rolling a lot of videos so you guys can check this out. I'm going to review this. This thing came out, I think, like in 2014, like 7, 8 years ago. I mean, who knew? And this little thing, this is a powerhouse. Wait till you see the video I'm going to capture with this. Can't wait. But yeah, so just in case I'm in a spot that I need better sound, I'm going to take the Rose with me. And then I always take like my cleaning accessories, in case any of these lenses on these little things, my cleaning spray, my little, thingamajig to get dust or sand or whatever can get on, my equipment here, get that out the way. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. I'm gonna be taking around. I'm gonna pack light this time. And like I said, I'm not taking the heavy guns, and this is going to have to do. Okie dokie, so I think I covered my bases pretty good, guys. I showed you how I prepared for my trip, all the safety protocol stuff I'm taking, the mask, the hand sanitizer, the wipes. My suitcase is already packed, and who cares about that? It's bathing suit, couple of dresses for nightlife, if there's any, and shorts, and the camera gear that I'm taking. Don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. I plan on taking plenty of video. I'm going to record the entire journey, going and coming back, so that way, I can tell you all the good stuff that's happening out there, all the bad stuff that's happening, if any, and that way you can feel confident about planning your next trip. So, hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.